Doodlebud. Normally fountain pens aren't as small as a golf pencil or look like this. Normally they look something like that and are significantly bigger, or the oh so famous Mont Blanc 149. But I thought, you know what? This is a great little pen. This is from Ensso. This was sent to me to review. This is the XS Minimalist Pocket Pen. This could be the ticket for those golf fans out there, but you also are a big fountain pen enthusiast or want to class up your game when you're driving around in the cart, show everyone, hey, I don't mark my scorecard with a cheap pencil. Why, I have this little fountain pen. Now, of course, this isn't just only going to be used for golf. You can use this however you want. This also reminds me of a little pen my mom used to keep in her purse when I was a little guy. I kept wanting to play with it because it's this neat little pen. This is one of those neat little pens. I usually like a bigger pen, but these work extremely well. I have one that I received a while ago too. This is the same pen, same model, but now this is out of aluminum. These other ones here, these are made out of a material called Ultem, engineered plastic. Really, really cool stuff. I like the material overall. It's nice and light, but feels great in the hand. Now, I've been having my daughter play with this one because this is a little bit small for my hand. It's not my ideal size, but it does work extremely well. I asked her where she put it, and she couldn't remember, and she hadn't seen it in a long time. So we found it, and it was probably sitting there for like 6 months. But I popped the cap and used it. I just went down and went, okay, wow, that worked right away. I was expecting for this thing to be dried up. It was not. It fired up instantly. So it's got some little O-rings, as you can see here on the pen, to secure the cap. So that's not going to dry out, because that's sort of the Achilles heel with fountain pens. If you don't have a proper seal, it dries the ink in the nib. You go to write with it, it hard starts, it won't go. You have to kind of get it going. So this seals exceptionally well. And then, of course, an O-ring, as you can see here, is on the back, so you can post the pen. I do recommend when you put the cap on, or whether it's on the back of the pen or to seal it up, is you just rotate it when you put it on. It goes on much nicer. If you just press, you got to press a little bit firmer. And then the O-ring, here we go, it won't sort of sit as nicely. It kind of gets squished a little bit more. So it doesn't seal as nice, doesn't hold as nice. So just do a rotation and it's on there just perfectly. Yeah, and it's a very nice seal. So a little twist, it's on there, and it keeps it totally sealed up. I speak from experience. There's two models here. The pens are identical, except we got black trim on the clip and same treatment on the nib. So whatever suits your style, they have those available. The black looks pretty sharp because now you're matching the O-rings as well on top of it, so it looks pretty good. They are both equipped here with a fine point Bach nib. This is much smaller size nib than the normal number 6 nibs. I don't know if this is number 5 or number 4. It's quite small. But don't let that deceive you, because these things write marvelously. Let me get into the writing sample right now, then I'll compare it as far as dimensions and sizes and give you a few more details. But it's quite small, and you might think you'd sacrifice on how fancy you can write, because normally fountain pens are quite much larger and they got bigger nibs, all that. This thing writes absolutely wonderfully. So of course, being small, this would be a great little pen for printing, taking down some quick notes. Actually, maybe for bowling. I don't know. Maybe this would be good for keeping score in your bowling scorecard. I just watched The Big Lebowski. That's why it was sort of on my mind. But then just for regular cursive as well. I mean, you might think it wouldn't perform as well as a regular fountain pen. Oh, terrible writing here. But yeah, it just keeps up. It writes the same. It feels the same as a regular fountain pen. It's got some great flow to it. The ink I have in here, this is just the Pelikan 4001 Royal Blue ink cartridge. I really like that ink. It just performs well. They're very easy to get, very affordable, and works great. But yeah, if you want to do some nice, lovely writing with this little pen, I mean, you wouldn't know this was coming from a small pen. You might think that came from a really big fancy fountain pen. Here you are, just with this little one. The flow keeps up. For this size of nib, it's exactly where it should be. And here you go. Like, just, that's everything you want. And the best thing, I mean, it's small, right? But I got a pretty big hand. When you post the pen, it's a decent length now. It's still pretty thin. It's not overly girthy. I just find I stagger my grip a little bit. On thin pens, I just sort of stagger the grip versus being closer, and then it's quite comfortable. But the best thing with these is it seals so well. So that's one of the big pet peeves, is when you go to use a fountain pen, they don't write right away. It's always a pain. This is perfect for something like that. It just, you can even leave it for months and away you go. As long as there's ink in it, it's going to write. To give you some dimensions like this, it's about 95 millimeters. Pop the cap, post it on the back. it's now about 130 millimeters. You can see here with the body, we have a round section there, but now we are multi-sided. It is, you could say it's faceted. It's a dodecagon, so that means it's 12-sided. About 12 millimeters across on the flats. The grip goes to about 10.5 millimeters. So it's small, but not insanely small. But yeah, quite small for a standard fountain pen. Let's see how much this thing weighs. I'm curious how much it weighs compared to the aluminum version as well. As far as someone is going to ask, eyedroppering in this one here, if we get the focus back on, there isn't an O-ring down here. So this O-ring that you see, this is meant for the lid, for the cap here. So there isn't an O-ring here. So, I mean, maybe if you grease it or something like that, you could maybe eyedropper it. I'm not a big eyedropper person. That's not a big thing for me. But if you want to try that, this is totally fine for inks. This can handle fairly harsh chemicals. So that you don't have to worry about any issues like that. So there we are. How much does this one weigh now? Oh, wow. Like 7.5 grams. Just tiny. And that's with a full cartridge in there. Well, that was light too. That's just under 10. I have this one inked up. I've been using it for a good week here. I have had zero problems with it whatsoever. Like, and with the pen itself, with the design, everything, functionality, I'm a super nitpicker when it comes to things, and I check them out under microscopes. This is made exceptionally well. I mean, the only thing that you might not like is it's a small little pen. So if you don't like small little pens, you won't like this. But it is amazing for what it is. It writes phenomenally well. I'm always blown away that such a little pen, when I start to write with it, it's so light and small. It's very deceiving, but it writes quite well. The reason this one here isn't inked is actually I'm giving this pen away. So I was on Reddit several weeks back, and someone mentioned me on there on a no buy May sort of chain. So their goal is like not, because it can be so addicting to buy fountain pens. It really can be. And I don't help any of you with that at all. So, and in case in point actually was this pen over here. So I did a video on this vintage, hey, it's also faceted, vintage Pilot capless pen. And I've been looking for one of these forever. They saw the video and the pricing on these was quite good. And they came so close to not sticking to their guns. They slept on it overnight and they kind of went back the next day to maybe buy it. And they were all sold out anyway. So that kind of saved them. But I was like, I saw that and I went, you know what? Congratulations on sticking to it. Let me send you a pen. So we've been chatting and I said, which color do you want? They said they like the black. So I thought I'd just keep it pristine. I'll double check the nib to make sure everything's good with it. So congratulations on not succumbing to the temptation that was out there. And again, that I put in front of you. Enjoy your new pen. Now, when it comes to long writing sessions, I have some very lovely pens that I will be choosing over these little guys here, this XS Minimalist. But for portability, lightweight, keep it in your pocket, and like just fires up and writes all the time, I got to tell you, it's tough to beat this little guy. So we'll leave it there to now. Thanks again to Ensso for sending me your XS Minimalist here to review. Check out their website, just enso.com. Very, very simple. They got all their different pens. I have several of them. I've been happy with all of them. Haven't had any issues. So Enso, you make a great pen. So that's all I got for now. Hit the subscribe button. Love to hear from you in the comments. Got a bunch more stuff. Gonna actually go film another video right now. So stay tuned for that and we'll catch you next time.